What's up, guys? ChasingLamely here, and welcome to episode 3 of the FM19 Beta Save with Cardiff City. We've reached the first game of the season, so today we're going to run down the transfers, show you what friendlies you've missed, talk about anything fun I found. There's actually not a lot new and fun I found, but we'll get to that when we come to it. Let's roll the intro, play a game. That's the plan. So in a sec. Right, guys, so this is us back, and as you can see, we are playing away to Southampton. I've put some badge packs on, by the way, guys, and I've put on some kit packs, so those are things you can now see. Yeah. Also, these carry over into the match engine now. Like, I had to install a pack for it, but the logos and stuff are all on the shirts. That excited me, and I know it shouldn't excite me as much as it did, but it did. Anyway, let's have a look at these transfers that we've done. Bit of a strange in and out, I think. You know, to be the same, I wasn't taking it overly seriously in terms of transfers. I didn't go like full depth scouting for young players. We'll do that on the main save. So Glenn Johnson came in. He's now 33 and he's rapidly declining, but I like that he's versatile-ish. And I like that he's Glenn Johnson, I guess, is kind of the thesis of this. I like Glenn Johnson. He's a quality player. He's going to actually bring some good backup on the right for us. We've brought in Hamid Altintop, who most of you know, of course, from his time at Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. He's a pretty well-known player, let's be honest, 82 caps for Turkey. He is very much the backup option in centre mid and at DM. That being said, man brings some free kick taking skills. 14 with a free kick, 17 with a long shot. He might get us a few goals. James Collins returns to Cardiff where he started his career. He's had a bit of an up and down kind of career. In fact, he's got a perfectly symmetrical one. Cardiff to West Ham to Villa to West Ham back to Cardiff. It's interesting. Again, he's getting on a bit. His pace is going. He's very much going to be fourth choice at centre half long term, I think, but that's not a huge issue. Jeremy Toulala, again, experienced centre half. We like an experienced centre half. Can play in defensive mid as well, which is good. Doesn't have any pace, but he can distribute a ball. He's got a decent eye for a pass, so we're hoping that'll lead to good things. I brought in Martin Kelly as the actual first choice right back. He was going cheap, essentially. 3.1 for him. He's a £5 million rated player. These are dropping. I don't know if this is a bug or if I'm doing something wrong with training. I'll figure it out. But essentially, he's a decent enough right back. He's played for England. He's not the worst player in the world. Got a few games under his belt for Liverpool. He's played 120 games in the Premier League. He can't be awful. Thought he'd add something. I brought in Francesco Margiotta from Lausanne in Switzerland. He has previously played for Juventus and Vicenza and Venezia. Essentially, he was one of those guys everyone thought was going to be a huge star. So around here, people started talking about, like, is this guy going to be a huge star? Oh, that made a weird noise. That was professional. Okay, let's mute that tab. Cool. Okay. Yeah. So, sorry, Facebook on in the background. I never look at Facebook on a desktop. Where's that noise coming from? Francesco Margiotta, yeah, he was predicted to be a big star, and he never quite made it, unfortunately. Had a couple of years in Switzerland, started scoring a few goals. I've taken a punt on him. He's, third best striker in the squad? We're going to see what we can get out of him. I reckon he's currently a championship player. I've looked at his stats. He is a championship player, but he's decent all round. And when you look at his composure, his finishing, his technique, his pace isn't bad. He might be a guy who does get a few goals. And the final signing was 1.8 million for Lucas Piazon, the Brazilian from Chelsea. The reason I brought him in was because I had a lot of really naff wingers in reserve at the club. Nothing really special. Piazon has been tipped highly for a while. Obviously, he's been to the Bundesliga, he's played in the Eredivisie, he's played a lot of games in the Championship and looked okay. He's looked like he could turn into something decent. He's got 4-star potential, so he's definitely got the potential to be a Premier League player. So we're gonna take a chance on him, is essentially what's going on. We're gonna see if we can develop him into a quality player. Leaving the club, Ashley Richards is a young-ish player. I say youngish, he's 27. I thought he was younger than that. When a player's not been around for so long, you don't forget. You forget they've been around forever. Or when you just forget. That was English, I promise. Yeah. So essentially, he wasn't good enough. He isn't good enough. I've sent him out on loan because I couldn't sell him. As soon as his contract is up, he would go if we get that far. Lee Tomlin again is another one. He's got 2 years left in his contract. He's 29 years old. We've just signed him. We signed him from Nottingham Forest last season. I can't English tonight, guys. We signed him from Bristol City. That was it. That was the English I was using. He played half a season. He got sent out on loan, which made me dubious to begin with. I looked at him and I was like, "You're not going to make it here. You're not. You're not that guy. Do you know what I mean? You're not. There's nothing about you that impresses me. You argue with officials, which isn't good. You're not terribly quick. I'm not sure what you bring to the side." So I was like, you know what, we're going to send you on loan. We're going to try and sell you. So he's gone to Stoke. Anthony Pilkington again, a winger that I didn't necessarily believe I was ever going to do anything with. Like, he doesn't have the pace I like in a winger necessarily. He doesn't really have any of the. His mentals are all solid, but he doesn't have any of the technical abilities I like in. Like, I like a winger that can tackle a little bit. I like a winger who can just do a bit more than that. He doesn't really have the stamina for it, especially at the Premier League. That's gonna hurt. Tried to get rid, couldn't get a price for him, so I've loaned him out. Such is life. And then Kadeem Harris, who is 25, he could have developed. That's very red. That's very bright. I need to look into this skin thing. Hurts. It physically hurts my eyes to look at. He's been at the club for a while. He's been at the club for sort of 6 years. Paid 150,000 for him. Only started playing a couple of seasons ago. He's never got. He sort of established himself here, and then it went badly from last season. I had a look at him. I gave him a really sort of good look, and you can't look. I mean, the technical skill to be a winger. They're just not there. So he's quick, but he's got nothing special about him. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to cut my losses. I wanted 2.2 for him. They offered me 1.7, and he was off to Sunderland because I need to bring in some more money. So yeah, that is the transfer updates. We've played a lot of friendlies, a lot of friendlies. You obviously saw the card at the under-23 game. But then lost to Slavia Prague. I don't like how in the beta you've got August as part of July. Anyway, I'm sure they'll fix it. We played a little Euro League. Drew with Ajax. Beat Porto. Lost to Wolfsburg. Finished third in the group. It's fine. Lost to Hamburg. Lost to Barnet, which was shocking. Some things weren't coming together. I think it was still, there's a lot of trialists in there. It's just a combination of that, really. Smashed Brecon Collieries, but if we hadn't smashed Brecon Collieries, I'd have been disappointed. Picked up 4 injuries along the way. Not good enough. And it's frozen on me, which is good. That's good. Well done. Awesome. That made sense. Right, we beat Havant and Waterloo. One of it, I'll call it a streak. It's not really a streak. We didn't beat anyone good. Then Then beat Cardiff Collieries 8-0. Cardiff Corinthians. I've got to learn it means Corinthians. Right. We beat NEC Nijmegen 2-0. Pearson picked up a knock, but he got back fairly quickly. Stade Lavallois. Albion Rovers got a smashing. Newport got a smashing. And now we're playing Southampton. Annoyingly, there was supposed to be 3 days between here, so I could get a proper rest program in on the training and whatnot. And then literally after I'd set it all up, they moved the Southampton game forward a day. It's messed with my team sheet a bit. So with that being said, let's get into the game. This is a preview. I got there before I realised I was going to record this. It's okay, it's fine. Southampton are the favourites. Now, you'd expect that, of course, Southampton being a decent side. So here's the thing. This is the tactic we're into. This is our base tactic. The one, obviously these are red because the players in the positions are shit. At that position, not generally shit. They're just shit at the position. One of them arguably might be a bit shit. But that's what we've been using so far, and I like it. We're quite familiar with it already. But it's very much a home formation. I've been working on that all through pre-season because I feel like picking up points at home is vital, and I want us to be as familiar with that as possible, and I can tinker a little bit away until I find the away formation that works for me. So with that said, we're going to start our season away with this. It's obviously a 4-4-1-1 with the two deep defenders. We're using the direct counter-attack mentality, the idea being that we've got enough defensively here that we can kind of soak up the pressure a little bit. And hopefully we'll just hoof the ball forward to these two lads and they'll score some goals. That's the working theory. Whether it's a theory that works is beyond me, but it's the theory with which we're going for now. We're going to see how it goes, guys. Essentially, Lee Peltier's going to start left back because I don't have a fit left back. Glenn Johnson's on the bench because he's knackered. Joe Bennett, Greg Cunningham, who would otherwise play, are knackered from apparently playing in a friendly. I stopped managing the friendlies, guys. I got bored of them. I set up a bunch of friendlies against really rubbish teams in the hope that we just smash them and get some confidence built up. And that fixture moved, and it was all a bit awkward. Pearson's not ready. This fitness testing thing is driving me mental. Because Joe Rawls is quite weak on the left wing. I guess we'll put Jamie Waite on there. Put Jamie Waite on the bench as an option. He wouldn't have been my go-to, but we'll keep an eye on him. We want to see Pearson play well today, so he's starting regardless. I don't care if he's dead, he's starting. That's the team though, guys. Etheridge in goal. We've got Martin Kelly, Sean Morrison, James Collins and Lee Peltier at the back. I'm starting to feel like Collins is a mistake. Doesn't really have the pace for it. Scratch that. Bamber in for Collins. I'm feeling I need more pace there, and that's probably a better idea. Tulala and Camarasa are holding just in front of them. Patterson, who's not the best at it, is playing defensive winger on the right wing. I need to look at maybe getting a defensive right winger in. Pearson is playing as a wide playmaker. So we're hoping everything goes through this left-hand side and up. Patterson's job is literally just to protect here. Which will make sense once you see a Southampton team, I'm sure. De Cordova-Reid is playing as the attacking midfielder behind Marjota. Usually De Cordova-Reid would be up top, but players are her. Anyway, that's the thing we're doing today, guys. A squad number's got to be given out. Who did I miss a squad number? Of course, James Waite hasn't actually played. Let's see how this goes, guys. I believe, you believe, we believe. Whilst this is doing this, thank you very much, guys, for those of you who joined me on the live stream on launch night. It was a really good night. Thank you very much for all the new subs as well. We've doubled our sub number over the last few days, which I'm really grateful for, and I'm hoping that continues. If we could double our sub number every day until the release of the full game, that would be amazing. So feel free to share to your friends. If you haven't subbed already, by the way, guys, do that. If you haven't hit the like button already, do that. There's links down below for all sorts of Facebook groups and communities and whatnot that we are part of. But yeah, the numbers have been really good over the last week or so, and I'm really grateful for that. And I know the new game brings an interest, but also according to TubeBuddy, we're ranked like 3rd for the FM19 videos, which is ridiculous. We're ranked 3rd. Crazy. Anyway, I was explaining how the tactics work. So obviously, got Forster, Cedric, Vestergaard, Hutt, Bertrand, Eliounassi, Romeo, Lemina, Redmond, Ings, and Gabbiadini. Now, here's my thinking. I sworn that said it was Marco Gabbiadini for a second. Attacking-wise, Southampton are strongest down their left. Bertrand and Redmond are both going to get forward to try and get crosses in. That's why I've got Patterson dropping back a little bit here. I feel like if we can invite Bertrand onto him here, obviously Redmond's going to be alright. If we can overflow this, we can maybe cause enough trouble that when they're crossing in, there's 4 guys stopping Ings and Gabbiadini from getting the ball. That's the logic. Whether or not it works, we'll soon find out. We are also the opening game of the Premier League season, which is slightly terrifying. I'll let the assistant do that because I hate doing team talks. Just whenever I do it, it doesn't seem to make a difference. We're about to get started. I don't think they're too bad. We're going to play our normal game, and I'm confident we can do that. We'll say it's not ideal. Can we get off to a winning start? Yeah. Ish. I love these kit packs. Well, these are the SS 3D kits from FM Base, I think I got them from. FM Scout. They're so good. They're really nice. Really adds to the immersion when you can see the kit. I haven't downloaded all. I think there's 3D kits for a few leagues. I haven't downloaded all of them yet. I've only got down to like League 2, but I'll work on that over the next few days. Let's look, we're not playing. Oh, we've got VAR. Header from Ings. That did not cross the line, guys. That was not a goal. That's good to know. That was not a goal. Yeah, the new kits, they just add to the immersion. It makes it a bit more like watching it on TV as far as you can do with these graphics, obviously. Still not after 25 minutes. That's not a bad start. And now Margiotta got the ball. Can we do something with this, boys? Also, I'm not a fan of this camera. That camera can go away. I was fiddling with the camera because I was trying to look at the come on. I was trying to have a look at the kits. And so I was, fiddling with the camera to have a look at the shiny new kits. It's essentially what was going on, so we've ended up a bit close. I put it back to direct to cam, which should make a difference a little bit. 40 minutes played, nothing's happening, but that's good. That's showing the defensive. They've had a lot of shots on target, but we haven't conceded yet. And the idea was to set up defensive and just hold firm and just try and keep a clean sheet was really the dream here. And so far we've done that really well. So we'll see what's going on. See what's going on. I believe, guys. I believe. Although Piers will have to come off because he's tiring. That actually works out slightly better because Wait can play defensive. Decordova-Reid is having a shocker. Oh, Piers on with a free kick. What's he got? Oh, that was poor. That was so poor. Unnecessary, boys. Unnecessary. Julian Lance picked up his first. Cordova Reed really isn't playing well today. That's a strong point. This isn't going to make a lot of sense, given everything I've been saying. I'm going to bring on Waite. For now. There is thinking going on here, guys, I promise. I want to kind of make an example of Dick Cordova Reed. Also, to be quite honest, I don't want to make too many changes too quickly. Because Walsh is probably... I'll use him as a defensive winger. He can play left back, so we'll use him as that. Patterson, I need you to be more attacking for now. This does make sense in my head, I promise, guys. I'm not just making this up as I'm going along. It does make sense to me. Basically, our next sub is either going to be Patterson off or Cabarretta off. Probably Patterson off, if I'm honest. Definitely Patterson off. Didn't really want to play Gary Medine because he's on the transfer list. But maybe it puts him in the shop window. What is Gary Medine's best position? Target man. Oh, that's beautiful. I couldn't have made that up. Okay. Gary Medine is coming on there. Maybe this gives us a chance of scoring a goal. Maybe. It's about 6 minutes left, give or take. Oh, Ward-Prowse has got a decent free kick on him. Let's get it out, boys. Get it out. Oh, Charlie Austin. I mean, you're still a hero to all mankind, but you've chosen the wrong... 90 minutes we held out for. We held out for 90 minutes at 0-0. Our defence has just gone horribly wrong there. Like, it's effectively a corner, and we've just clustered in the centre of the box. Come on, let's not concede a second. That would be unfair all round. I think it's fair to say we haven't deserved 2-0. 1-0 unavoidable. 2-0 was not something we deserved. Jeremy Tulala is our best player on the night. Dick Cordova Reed kind of sucked. But it's okay. We've had a decent performance. Lee Pelty didn't have a good game, but he was out of position, so we'll let him off. Okay, so we've seen our first VAR. We have not disgraced ourselves away at Southampton. You'd expect Southampton to finish mid-table, maybe 8th or 9th. So let's see what the preview says. Oh, 10th. There you go. That's roughly where it's at. But that's a good... Oh, yeah. And I know football doesn't work like this, but if we can only lose 1-0 away using that tactic against Southampton, then you'd expect, say, Newcastle and Watford to be 1-0s. And then there's all these teams here we might pick up a cheeky draw against, we might pick up a win with it against, get some set-piece action going on in training, then we might be alright. We might be able to keep this up. As long as the home formation does its thing at home. If it doesn't, we'll play it at home too. This at home too. So attend the press conference, see what people say. Austin's how will it affect the team? We'll take some positives. We can bounce back. The late goal and the impact to have was a fair reflection. I'm going to say we're disappointed, I think. So it was the best player on the pitch. It wasn't a world-class performance, was it? how disappointed am I with today's results? We played well. We played well. I'm not gonna worry. Refused to substitute him. We didn't have any options. This is what annoys me. I didn't have anyone to replace him with. There's no option there that fits. Anyway, guys, that's it for this episode. We're literally going to come back next time round with the Leicester game. I'm not skipping. I'm not messing around. I'm literally just going to play game by game by game by game until the full game comes out. Because there's no point me trying to tell you a story and get you fully engaged in this. I don't think when we are just going to drop this save at some point and carry on with our lives. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and the like button. Do those now, because this is a good time because we're building something up here. Also, if you prefer to watch live streams on Twitch, and most people seem to, go over to twitch.tv/ChasingLamely and give my channel there a follow, and you'll get a notification, I think, whenever I go live. And I'm going to be streaming a lot more often whilst the beta's out than I normally would. Usually I just go live on a Wednesday because it's a night where I've got, no commitments and no uni, generally speaking. But it's going to be a bit more frequently over the next couple of weeks. We're playing with Gloucester City, and we're just going to play through and talk shit and discuss what people have found in the game so far. Anyway, I guess pretty much that is going to be it for me. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Like and subscribe below. Links to the Steam community and the Facebook community are down below. There is an affiliate link down below for CD keys where you can pick up the game on the cheap. I think it's 29 something. Might have gone down. I know someone said it was going for 27. I can't remember if it was on this link or another one. The game is cheaper than retail below. Anyway, hit that link. And if you do that, I get sent money, and that's nice of you. I think, if you're going to buy the game anyway, there's no better excuse. Come and join the beta, guys. Aside from that, keep an eye out over this weekend. I'm going to be doing, I know it's not Football Manager, and there's going to be Football Manager content over the weekend. Do not fear, there will be Football Manager 19 content over the weekend. I finally might have time to play the new Life is Strange game. And those of you who kind of talked to me before a little bit know I love the Life is Strange games. They're my favourite series of games. So we're going to play Life is Strange 2 Episode 1 over the weekend. And I might do a live stream version of it too, because I love the game that much. So anyway, keep an eye out for that, guys. And until next time, I will see you all very, very soon. I've been Chasing Lamely. Have a good one.